Hey, this is Carlos Cavallo from datingadviceguru.com. Welcome back. I want to talk to you about to hook up or not to hook up. That is the question. I'm not going to get all Shakespearean with you out here. But, the truth is dating can be complicated. And that special arrangement known as Friends with Benefits, aka FWB, aka Booty Call, aka Casual Sex, well, that's kind of an emotional labyrinth all of its own. For some women, they don't mind waking up next to an attractive stranger they met at the party before, the night before, whatever. Having a no strings attached situation can work for them. Other women, however, basically didn't think their friends with benefit experience was all that great, and they've described it as getting burned. They said they felt used. But, it's all about perspective, I say. People are simply hardwired to have different needs, so they do what they think that suits them best and meets their relationship needs the best. And that begs the question, do you really stand to benefit from a friends with benefit relationship, or are you better off looking for something long term? Should you be pushing to make it something big and maybe the real deal? Well, first of all, it's a double-edged deal. With a friends with benefits setup, the dividing line comes down to its potential for causing either exceptionally high or, somewhat low levels of self-esteem and, how it reflects in your overall well-being. For one thing, women who are open to hooking up find that the spontaneous casual encounter is just what they needed to maybe release some pent-up sexual tension. This includes those women who came out of a rough breakup, or maybe women who are too busy for a short-term relationship, and they're just really not in the market. They just need something to kind of get by for a while. As far as they're concerned, they're getting the sex they want minus the headaches of a regular relationship, like arguing about the position of the toilet seat or remembering anniversaries or who was it that tripped over the cat, and so on and so on. On the other side of the coin, the friends with benefits setup can also put a lot of stress on both parties involved, specifically when they try to hash out their feelings about their relationship and where it's headed. You know that old question, right? Where is it going? For some people, getting into the whole where is this thing going discussion raises the stakes of what was supposed to be a low-stakes arrangement. And then there's the ultimate litmus test of being casual. Being cool when your friend with benefits is also seeing someone else, right? How do you like that one? I remember when I was dating casually and the girlfriend that I was looking to be a little bit more steady with, and she was seeing other people. That's a hard situation for a guy. We don't handle that too well, and I'm sure women don't either. A lot of women think they can handle an open arrangement until they find out there's another beneficiary in the picture, right? Another FWB. I guess you call it FWB too. So how do you know for sure? Okay, so it's time for a little soul searching to settle this matter. The most important thing you should ask yourself is whether or not you'll actually enjoy this arrangement. At some point down the road, being non-committal to a certain person might start to feel like a chore rather than something to look forward to. And if this applies to you, well, then you're probably not going to want to be a friends with benefit to a guy, right? But maybe you haven't crossed the FWB line yet, and you're still curious about the possibility. If your cultural upbringing or some other aspect of your personal background is causing you to have second thoughts about casual sex, or otherwise known as possible feelings of post-hookup guilt, you're likely not to get a whole lot out of it. Also, if he's making you wonder what it would be like to have him in your life indefinitely, it could mean you're not interested in having just sex with this person. So you got to be honest with yourself. If you're starting to see him as more than just a casual friend in your heart of hearts, you got to be upfront with him. As early as possible, you have to lay your expectations on the table in the right way. If the hookup doesn't materialize because you both wanted different things, though, then it's probably all for the best, right? In the end, I can't tell you whether or not going down this road is going to be good for you. It's going to depend a lot on you. There are a million factors involved with how you'd fare with a casual sex setup, mainly because you have a unique set of values, principles, and sexual needs. But once you've given yourself a chance for some introspection, you can make a clear decision about hooking up with a guy or not. But if it's something long-term you want, all you need to do is uncover the one key to connecting with a guy. By the way, there is a way to find this out, and it's about his connection style and learning about it, and it's going to yield plenty of benefits, like keeping him from pulling away and committing to you for good. Because the path to a lasting, fulfilling relationship starts here. And I want you to go over to datingadviceguru.com. I want you to click on the connection code at the top. I've got a little video for you explaining what the connection code is and why it's so important that you learn it and understand how it works, and how a connection style is something you have to understand about a guy if you're ever going to get that kind of relationship with him. This is Carlos Cavallo from, of course, datingadviceguru.com. And if you got any questions, I would love to handle them here. So please send them in for my mailbag, and I'll be glad to help them. We'll even keep you anonymous. Don't worry about it. Just write in to me at the site. Go on over to datingadviceguru.com, and I'll be talking again real soon. This is Carlos Cavallo